Hey everyone, Reaper here again with my little helper, Little Reaper. As you may already know, the filming of this is May 21st, 2018. You probably already saw the Amazing Haul. You know Amazing Fantasy was the big marquee book. This is an unboxing video with me and Little Reaper here. And what we're doing here is you saw the new slab in the video. Well, this is just the unboxing of the new slab. I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but right now, it just came back from CGC, the Amazing Fantasy, so let's open it up and see how well they did. What is it, James? James, you want to say hello to everyone?
Hello.
Now, James, you want to help me with this? No? James, you want to come over here with this? Come on, you can come back over here. Well, I'm going to begin the unboxing without you, James. If you don't want to do the unboxing, he might come back once he sees the insides. So I'm just going to be a little brief with James in the room, and then after, when he gets out of the room, I'll talk more in detail about this. But the Amazing Fantasy 15 that I'm unboxing right now had a little bit... James, what are you doing? Had a little bit of an adventure. I'll get to that in a moment. I'd rather keep my eyes on him and do this at the same time. So here we go. I probably should have a knife or something to open this, but it came in a pretty big box. I bought the Amazing Fantasy already graded, okay? Yeah, as you know, it was a 2.0. You trying to help me, James? Well, unfortunately, James, I don't have anything other than scissors in here, so I probably should have been a little more prepared, but that's okay. I'm glad you're helping me. Okay, the hard part should be over with. James, we're almost there. No, you're in the camera. See, look. See? Say hi.
Hi. You want?
No. Don't do that, James.
No. Mine.
This is bad. Get some. Yeah, this Amazing Fantasy is a bit of a story behind it. I bought it graded already, but you know I wanted to have it re-slabbed because it was graded about 8 years ago or something to that effect, 7.5 years ago. So it had one of the older slabs, not one of the first slabs, but one of the older slabs that came out before the ones we have today for CGC. There you go, pop. Oh wow. There's another box in here. How about that? They gave me this big box. Now look. Yeah. They really packaged this. Whoa, and even have. Oh, here we go. And even have some other things in here. Popcorn, James. Not the kind of popcorn you could eat. So don't eat it. No, it's bad. James, I'm going to put this over there, okay? Want to put this over there so you could make a bigger mess? Yeah, big mess. Okay. So, I submitted this at the East Coast Comic Con. Yep. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh, boy. Anyway, I submitted this at the East Coast Comic Con at the end of April. Oh, that's all right. You can play with it. I don't need it. Because I wanted to have it re-slabbed, like I was saying, it was in one of the older slabs. The top part of the slab, you know, where they have the sticker, was peeling off, and it had some scratches on the case. The case wasn't cracked or anything, but I wanted my Amazing Fantasy, you know, to be in something really, really nice, you know. Oh, look at this. This was a messy job today, James, unpacking this thing. Oh, yeah. James, you want to take this? Alright. So I wanted to try to have it in, like, you know, a really nice looking case, a brand new case, fresh case. Yep. James, look, we're on the big bubble wrap this time. Big bubble wrap. Remember we unboxed this together a few months ago, James. No, James, I don't want this box here. Yeah, put it down or something. Watch yourself, kiddo. You spread up. Okay. Here we go.
No.
Oh. And look, James. Look what's back. Amazing Fantasy 15. Yeah. Here, James. Look. Remember when we looked at
No.
Spider-Man? Can you say Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're close enough. That's pretty good. I'm just giving it another. You can play with it. Very nice. So the point I'm trying to make is, I wanted my Amazing Fantasy. This is my big book here. I'm just giving it another look around. No cracks in the slab. It was pretty well protected, as you saw. They put 2 boxes and all this bubble wrap and popcorn that Little Reaper right now is stepping on and spreading throughout the room. I got a big mess to clean up here anyway. It's all no big deal. Very nice. So this was the unboxing of the Amazing Fantasy. I'm going to shut the video now, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about it, the adventure this thing is on, and so forth, okay? So, be right back. Hey everyone, I'm back. This is actually the second part of my Amazing Fantasy unboxing. I just did the Amazing Spider-Man 3 unboxing, and a few days ago I started my Amazing Fantasy 15 unboxing with Little Reaper here. I just want to finish it and talk a little bit about it. So here it is again. Beautiful 2.0 copy. Very, very nice. You know, I really do have to, thank a few people, for helping me decide to get the Amazing Fantasy 15. And this is, not one of those typical shout-out videos or anything like that. I just like to give credit where credit is due. First off, Errol. For a while now, you've been talking to me about making the sacrifice, making the move to get the Amazing Fantasy, and he's been talking to me about it for a while. So thank you, Errol. You were the one that really put me on the path to get this Grail, if you will. I really appreciate that. And of course, ETA Nick, who's always given me a lot of wisdom and talks about books like this. He's also helped, as a matter of fact, he helped direct me on a live chat back in February, direct me to this particular book. I've seen the book, and I sort of I'm not going to be able to get that one. But Nick talked to me about it again and pointed me in the right direction, and the next day, I got it. So anyway, I did not think that I was able, to get a 2.0 copy of this. I had some rules, okay? I said to myself, if I'm going to go try to get this book, I had to sell a couple of things. I had some money on hand, and there were a few things I had to sacrifice, and I had to be okay with that. And I was when I did it. I was very okay with it. And when this happened, it was very smooth, and it happened not too long after. So I look at it as it was meant to be, because there were times when I went looking for books and it seemed like I was pulling teeth trying to find them, and then I wind up maybe overpaying for them a little bit, or just felt really, really weird about it. With this, I didn't get any of that. And Patrick asked, on one of our live chats, when you finally get one of your Grails and you hold it in your hands, are you like then, No. I saw my comic book life, the whole time I was collecting comics, flash before my eyes when I held this book. I saw myself collecting the Marvel Masterpieces cards. I saw myself purchase the first appearance of the Punisher, Wolverine, coming back to the hobby, getting the first appearance of the Riddler, all flash before me when I held this. It is truly amazing. A couple more things I want to say about it. I'll talk more about this in other videos. But Amazing Fantasy 15 is certainly not a rare book, but it's a highly sought out book, and it will always be a highly sought out book. Okay? So saying that it's not rare means that there are many copies of it, especially in low grade. I don't know how many copies there are in higher grade. I highly doubt that there are many of them, but there are probably a decent amount. But I would imagine there are a ton of them in low grade. For that reason, in contrast to Showcase 4, which is a rarer book, okay? for that reason, I said to myself, okay, I'm going to go for a 1.5, which I'd be very happy with, but I'm going to be a little picky with it. And some might say, well, you're going to be picky with a 1.5? It's already low grade. What do you mean you're going to be picky? Because I can be picky. Because there are a ton of 1.5s out there. There are a ton of them out there. You can find 1.5s that look better than other 1.5s. Not all 1.5s, not all low grades are made the same. You just have to be patient. And I was. I didn't. Some of the rules I had for this particular book. Now, these rules may not apply to other books that I may be looking for in the future, or other books I have in my collection. But for the Amazing Fantasy 15, I did not want any tape on it. I have the grader notes for this, so there's no tape on the inside. There's no tape on the outside. Now, I didn't mind a little bit of marble chipping. I know there are people out there who say, well, try to get one out without marble chipping, and that's fine. I didn't mind it so much as long as it wasn't severe marble chipping. And I've seen some copies of this in other books that had severe marble chipping that just takes away from the look of the book. This has some marble chipping, but it's not so bad. I know there are other copies out there that have a better wrap. You could see like the 12 cent is going toward the back cover and all that. That doesn't bother me at all. Like I said, obviously there can't be any rust on the staples. I didn't want the cover to be detached. This is not. This is completely attached. Obviously no restoration. So those were some of the things that I was looking for, and I stuck to my guns. I saw many copies of 1.5s that had some of the flaws that I didn't want. And, some people might say, well, gee, once again, well, what do you expect? It's a 1.5. This is just to show you that if you're looking for something, be patient. You can find what you're looking for, and I did. And like I said, I did not think I was going to be able to get a 2.0. The guy that I purchased this from, somebody had already committed to buy it, then they backed out. I jumped on it, and we made a great deal. I think we made a great deal, and the rest they say is history. To get a 1.8 Amazing Fantasy for me was something that I was like, whoa, I don't think I'll be able to do that. That would be great. So to get a 2.0, and quite frankly, this book hasn't been pressed. I could tell it hasn't been pressed. Now, I don't know how much of a pressing, how good it will do. It might bring it to a 2.5, but I'm happy with it the way it is. I'm not risking getting this thing pressed or sent out again. Now, before I go, the little adventure I had with this, CGC originally, when it was done, it only took about a week and a half, 2 weeks for them to recase my original because it came graded and I wanted it in a nice new case. And when it was done, CGC sent it to the wrong town in New Jersey. They had my correct address, but the wrong town. So I'm tracking it, and I saw the updated tracking, and it said, insufficient address, return to sender. And I'm like, oh my God. What the hell's going to happen to this book? Of all books, for something like this to happen to, it has to happen to this one, right? So it was sent back to CGC. They were really great. I spoke to their customer service, was really, really great. Her name is Cynthia. She fixed the problem immediately. I had this registered mail because that's where, it cost $15 to put it in this case. But it cost well over $50 to ship it because you had to cover the value of the book. But they covered the cost again, registered mail. They realized it was their error. They goofed on the town. And a week later, less than a week later, it was here. And I was super happy. So the Amazing Fantasy 15, when I sent it to get re-slabbed, it went on a little adventure. It's been to Florida twice in a week. So I'm really happy that cleared up. But they were really professional about helping me out and getting back to me and all that stuff. So thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's my Amazing Fantasy story. And yes, this truly is a mega grail, I think, for me. Everyone has their grails, the books that they really, really want. Some, it may be some Golden Age beauties. I could see that. And some are other Silver Age beauties. But for me, this is definitely a book that I've always said I thought I would never get. And ever since I got it, I said to myself, never say never. Take care, everyone.